So hey there, beautiful people. This is Lindy Ford, registered dietitian, clinical and licensed nutritionist, and nutrition detective. So you guys might be used to Lindy's Latest Likes. So those are the foods that I love to buy. I consume them almost every day. Well, I'm going to switch gears on this video and do Lindy's Latest Lows. I know it's a stupid name. I know that. I realize that. If you can come up with a better name, I went to the thesaurus and that was the only L word for hate. So help me out. Just write something below. But these are foods that actually I do hate. So I'm really not being too harsh when I say loathe. I hate them. And one of the big reasons that I hate them is because people think that they're healthy and they think they're consuming something really good for them when they're not. I mean, you know, it's a free country. If you want to consume junk food, it is your prerogative, it is your freedom, it is your inalienable right to do that. But know what you're doing. So most people know that if they're eating, you know, donuts and cookies and potato chips, that's probably a junk food, right? Or candy. But these are foods that we are duped. We are absolutely duped. And we think we're consuming something really good. So before I do that, I just want to thank you so much from the bottom of my heart for joining our YouTube family and for subscribing to this channel, because I'm going to try to post stuff like twice a week, and I just want you to know when I'm posting, and that's all that will happen to you. You will not get spam or anything like that. So thank you for posting. And also, I don't know if people realize this, but I do consult with people all over the country, from Maine to Florida. Actually, I have consulted with people from Maine to Florida and all across the country. So it is, the care that you get is going to be exactly like the care if you were to come into my office every week. So it's a really cool thing. If you are interested in that, I'm going to put my email address and my phone number below. Please contact me and I'll send you more information. So enough for the commercial, but I just wanted to let you know that. So here are some of Lindy's latest lows for this week, okay? And the very first thing is commercial fruit juice. I'm going to tell you guys, this has been duping people for a long time, and I know I am stepping on toes today. I know that your mama probably fed you orange juice every single morning when you were growing up, and you're thinking, how could she do that to me? Well, I gotta say this because she didn't know. Don't blame mama, but now you do know. This is not a health food, and let me tell you why. First of all, this has been pasteurized and processed to near death. And when I say near death, there's nothing in this that it's going to help you. You might think you're getting tons of vitamins and minerals. You're really not. You really are not. Because what's happening with any commercial juices is that all of the nutrients, the phytonutrients, the vitamins, minerals have all been denatured with the pasteurization process. That's the first thing. So just basically think juice, Kool-Aid. Okay, do they still make Kool-Aid? Write that below if they do, because I have no idea. I don't even know if that's still on the market. I really hope not. But just think, just think sugary kid drink if you're thinking of a juice, okay? First of all, and also it's not fruit. There's really not fruit in there. It is, I mean, to drink just maybe, I think it's like 8 ounces of orange juice. You can consume that like in 10 seconds, and you're getting the juice of 5 oranges, but you're really not getting a lot of the nutrients, but you are getting the sugar, and that is one of the biggest problems, is that you're getting a concentrated amount of sugar. I don't really eat a whole lot of fruit. I do. There's some lower glycemic fruit that I love, but so I kind of limit my fruit. But so when you are getting fruit, you're getting fiber. Your blood sugar is raising, but not as high. I mean, I'm telling you, when you're getting fruit juice, it's going through the roof. It is literally going through the roof. And it's like drinking a Coca-Cola, guys. So just be aware. Again, drink the fruit juice, but be aware that it's not healthy for you. And you can drink it, it's just not good. It has too much fructose. All fruit has fructose in it. But fructose is a very complicated sugar for our bodies. And it's too much fructose for you. The second thing, so here's what I'm going to do. Every time, it was hard for me. It was so funny. I was in the store today buying this stuff, and I was like looking over my shoulder, making sure that nobody was seeing me buy this, okay? Because I was embarrassed. I think, what if somebody I know walks in and they see me buying this stuff, and I'm gonna have to explain. I didn't see anybody I knew, so I'm really happy about that. So just forget the juices. Oh, I didn't mean to throw that across the room like that. But anyway, the very second thing are something called veggie straws, or these little, sometimes they're in different forms. They're, you know what I'm saying, right? Do you understand these veggie things, right? I know, I'm really, it doesn't matter the brand. I'm not even gonna tell you the brand, but it's these veggie things, okay? You have to know that these are potato chips with a good press agent. Now, if you want to eat them, again, freedom, you have the freedom. But don't think that you're eating something healthy. I don't want you to think that you're getting a whole bunch of veggies in something like this. You are not. You're not getting vegetables. There's no nutrition in these. It's like vegetable powder, spinach powder. Now, how much nutrition do you think is in spinach? But just think about that, guys. Think about how much nutrition is in spinach, but there's not a lot. But the biggest problem with these is potato starch. These are made with potato starch. What's potato chips made out of? Potatoes, potato starch. That's what it is. That's all it is. And it looks really good. It's all just artificial coloring and all that. But the other big problem that I have with this kind of stuff is the omega-6 fatty acids. Go back and watch my video on omega-6 fatty acids, because it will show you that these corn oils and safflower oils and vegetable oils and soybean oils and all the oils that we're eating, we're just eating so much of it. It's not that we can't eat some of it, but we are eating 20 to 30 to 40 times more than what we're supposed to be eating. And they wipe out the good fats. They wipe out our omega-6s, and we're not getting enough of those. The omega-3s, I'm sorry. The omega-6s are inflammatory. Omega-3s are non-inflammatory. Omega-6s cause heart disease and a lot of inflammatory conditions. Omega-3s prevent them. So do you see that there's a problem, Houston, right? You see that. So there really is a big problem with them. So just know what you're eating. Don't dupe yourself into thinking, okay, I can eat my veggie straws or my veggie chips or whatever they are, and I'm going to get some veggies in there. No, what you're eating is potato chips, but just know that, right? And the third thing, so I hope I probably have offended everybody watching, as of now I'm an equal opportunity offender, I really am, is commercial yogurt. Okay, guys, there's so many things wrong with this on so many levels. I'm not pointing to one company or another. It's just all commercial yogurt, okay? Number one thing, they have no cultures, okay? They say they might have some culture. They're too processed to really have any that are going to make any difference in your digestive tract. If you want cultures, you need to do plain kefir or sauerkraut or fermented vegetables or that kind of thing to get probiotic cultures. This has almost nothing, and it's not worth it, because here's the other problem. So many studies are coming across my desk now saying, this is the last year or so, which is really interesting, that low-fat dairy actually causes, or actually the people who eat more low-fat dairy have more of an incident of diabetes and heart disease. Why is that? We're supposed to be healthier by eating low-fat. Well, low-fat will actually make you fat, and low-fat has all kinds of problems, because when you take fat out or you have a lower fat product, you're going to have a higher carb product, higher carbohydrate product, and blood sugars are going to go up. When blood sugars go up, inflammation goes up, and it leads to a lot of disease processes. So that's one of the things. And I'm going to tell you guys, I'm not a big dairy fan. I know I sound completely un-American when I say that, but dairy is pretty inflammatory. So commercial dairy, I stay away from. The only dairy I like to do is a cultured dairy or a grass-fed dairy, because I know, or organic dairies, because I know that most dairy isn't the best food for us, even though we've been taught from an early age that this is the only way that we can live or build bones or whatever it is. The problem with dairy, the low-fat commercial dairy, is the way that it's sweetened. I mean, this product alone would send me into a glycemic shock. Okay, it has, and you don't want to look at sugars per se, because that's just added sugars. You want to look at the word carbohydrate. When you're looking at a product, look at the word carbohydrate. And if it has more than like 6 grams of carbs per serving, and that the serving is this, sometimes they say it's actually half of this, but this is 1 serving. It has 25 grams of carbs. That's pretty much what I eat in a day. Okay, so if I'm going to eat one of these, I can't really eat the rest of the day. And that's how many carbs it has in it. And carbs are a huge problem. It's a huge problem with our blood sugars and inflammation and insulin. Remember insulin, that I word, and how it causes weight gain. So your low-fat product is actually causing weight gain. So I know that now I have made your day. I know that, but actually I hope you can feel the love. I hope you can feel the love in this video, because you know what, guys? The more you know, the better your health is going to be. And the more savvy you are, you're just going to be one step ahead of the general population. So I'm so glad you're watching today. Thank you so much. You honor me with your time and for watching today. I hope I didn't offend too many people. I hope I didn't depress too many people. But actually, I hope I made you happy. Because you knowledge is power, and I think that this knowledge is really going to help you to be healthier. Just don't be duped. So thank you again for watching, and please like me on Facebook and follow me on Twitter, and I'm going to be on Instagram soon. But thank you for subscribing and joining our community here. I appreciate it. I appreciate you, and I'll see you in the next video.